Hello everybody, this is Alex from Hardcore Guides, bringing you my run for Metroid Zero Mission on Hard. No item upgrades. Today we are doing part 9 entitled High Jump. And then once we get the high jump, we can head on and get the Varia suit right after, so hell yeah. The good news is, I don't have to edit any of these parts. Real quick, technically I probably could have edited this because, I mean, I did fall, and that did suck. But I left it in anyway, because it's not a big deal. I didn't really die, so it's whatever. But I do hate that part. I absolutely hate that part. I've always tried to see if I could probably do like a shine spark to get across it. You probably could, if you're fast enough, maybe. I don't know. I've even tried morph balling to see if that works too. No. I still to this day don't really understand how I'm supposed to be able to do this properly. Because all I do is I just end up doing this. I just end up face tanking it. And got extremely lucky and took it. So we would have had to save state there. Or not really save state, but start with going back to the old save we had. But, you know, like I said, I got lucky enough to get out of it, so. Well, alright. The thing with Zero Mission Hard Mode, though, in terms of damage that you can take, if you hit an enemy, like if you run into an enemy, you typically don't die in one hit. It really, again, depends on the exact type of attack that's going on that will kill you in one hit. Most of the time, it's like I said, getting hit, you know, from it in general will probably do that to you. Also, really, Spaceship, it always looks so weird. It always looks like so weird on the inside of it, like super alien-esque. I mean, I understand that he's Ridley, but I mean, they're able to build like all this stuff. They have ships. They have this crazy ass technology that they have. Whether they probably stole it, I don't know. But I've always kind of wondered that about Ridley. Like, is he actually highly intelligent himself? I mean, I think so, but I don't know what I'm even trying to say here. It's not like it really matters. Nobody's actually watching these. It don't really matter. Also, there's a throne room in there. There's a big giant chair in there too. Actually, that's pretty cool. Do we have high jump now, or was that just No, we located. I think that's what it was. Okay, we still got time to go through. All right, but yeah. What I'm wondering is like, why does it look like that? But when we get on the ship, it doesn't really look like that. That I know of, or that I remember seeing. I don't know. I don't remember, to be honest with you. You know what's kind of sad though is I've already recorded all of Grimlock gameplay. I've mentioned that before. I've already recorded all that. I just have to do commentary for it. However, when I get to God of War Ascension, I'm gonna have to actually start, you know, talking about what we need to talk about. I'm gonna need to give advice. I'm gonna need to actually treat that like a guide. And then after that, it's back to Transformers again. And then after that, who knows? I have plans for things. Not exactly... Well, I could always do another game or two. Just as like a last hurrah before I go on a potential hiatus again. Because just... I'll talk about it probably like in an update video. Most likely after Transformers is done. Or even at the end of the project itself. I'm thinking about making like an update type video. I don't know exactly what it's going to contain. Or what it's going to look like. Or what I'm going to play. Or anything like that. Or what I'm really going to do for it. You know, I might have an idea for it. I don't know. But I do know that I do want to take another long break from Hardcoreing. Because the problem with Hardcoreing, though, is it's very, very easy to fall into that trap of just doing nothing but recording for days on end. Because these games, like, I love doing this. And the sad part is, when I got to the Mother Brain Torian part, it took me 3 hours to beat it. I recorded 3 hours worth of footage. That's going to get cut out, of course. I recorded 3 hours of fucking footage. Just because I was too damn stubborn to get off and just say, fuck it, I'll come back later. I was too damn stubborn. I'm like, I'm doing it now. And I did it. You know? And that's the problem. It's because that hardcorean in my head is like, no, you've got to do it. Well, not only that, it's not telling me that I have to do it. It's more like, you should do it. You know, your pride is on the line. You know, or not really. Okay, maybe. I don't know what the fuck it's trying to say. It just likes to do it. It has fun doing it. Like, even if I'm struggling, even if I'm getting pissed off and breaking my controller, because, my God, the Super Nintendo controller I have is dog shit. It's an off-brand Super Nintendo controller from like TTX or whatever it's called. Let me see, something like that. Let me take a little look-see here. Yeah, TTX Tech. That's what they're called. It's not really a bad controller necessarily, but it kind of stiffens up. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's definitely there. So whenever I'm hitting the A button, if I push it down hard enough to do like a, an actual full throttle jump, sometimes the controller just gets stuck, and that kind of fucks up a lot of stuff for me. And yeah, I'm admitting it right now. There are times where when I'm playing Zero Mission that I have Metroid Johns. I have controller Johns. But I do find ways to kind of get past it. I just say, fuck it, whatever. Because eventually, even if I do hold down the A button and it does happen to get stuck, that's fine, because I'm already going mid-jump anyway, unless I'm trying to do a space jump, which that shows up later. But I'll just keep I'll just keep tapping the damn jump button until all of a sudden I can't tap it no more. So that's how I kind of view that in that light, if those are wondering. Like, I'm not gonna just always blame it. Oh yeah, by the way, high jump comes with spring ball attached to it. Really nifty, really useful. I believe Super Metroid started... No, Metroid 2 had Spring Ball, actually. Metroid 2 started Spring Ball. But Super Metroid also had it too, but I don't think it came with high jump. If I remember correctly, I don't think it did. I think this might be one of the first games that did high jump with Spring Ball, maybe, unless Fusion did. I think Fusion had it first, technically, too. I'm gonna go back and check. I get all my Metroids kind of mixed up from time to time. It happens. It is my favorite Nintendo IP. However, of course, there are times where I'll just forget and fuck things up, so there's that. Alright, anyway, now that we've got a high jump, we gotta go back to Brinstar to essentially go and get ourselves our fun little Varia suit. Varia suit, whichever way you want to pronounce it. Technically, I guess if we're going by Japanese pronunciation, it'd be Varia suit. But, I've always heard it pronounced as just Varia suit. And that's just how I pronounce it in general. I mean, I usually try to go with the direct way that whichever country makes the game, I usually try to say it in that way, because I feel like that makes more sense to say it that way, because that's how it's technically supposed to be. Like, Samasalan, or Samasalan, or whatever. But then again, like, when you grow up hearing it in the English way, you kind of just stick it in your head of like, oh, that's the way that I think of it, and I'm not. It's kind of hard to change from that. And in all technicality, depending on really what it is, you don't always have to pronounce everything in the native language that you have to. If it's more common to pronounce it in a certain way, you might as well just do it that way. Like karaoke, like people pronounce it that way, even though it's karaoke. But I don't know. I guess it doesn't really matter as much depending on circumstances. But either way. That's pretty much it. Yeah, we just gotta hop in the save room and then start hopping up to Brinstar and getting the Varia suit. So, see you guys then. Hope you enjoyed, and take care, everybody.